Hello and welcome to Spin Down Productions. Today we're going to go over our Amonkehet top 10 list, and I am your host Andrew.
And I am Ken.
And this top 10 list is brought to you by the new Invocations of Amonkehet.
Good God, what the fuck is wrong with those flames?
Yeah, there we go. So we're going to go over our top 10 picks plus 2 or 3 honorable mentions that we have for the most influential cards in Commander.
There's so many goodies.
There's a lot of goodies.
There's so many tasty treats.
But none of them are red.
No. Well, there are some red cards.
Yeah, sure.
There's some red cards out there.
Yeah. Anyway, so we're going to go down the list, and what we're going to do here is this is actually going to be part 1 of 2. Now, the second one, we're going to follow up when the next set comes out in about 3 or 4 months, and we're going to compare notes to see who got it closest. Yeah. We're going to take a look at overall usage, the impact on the format, and see who had the closest on the list.
And the winner will continue to be reigning champion until we go to Atlantis in the fucking fall.
Yes. Well, we'll all get there. All right, so now we are about 1 minute into our video here. So let's start with some honorable mentions. And Ken, I'm going to let you take the reins on this one. I got 2 honorable mentions.
I've got 3.
You have 3.
Because there's many good things in this set. Let me start off with one of my favorites. I love big things. I love doing really cool stuff.
Yep.
And I love ramping into stuff early. So this is all in my wheelhouse. Sandworm Convergence is one of my honorable mentions.
A Sandworm Convergence.
8 mana, 6 green. Enchantment, creatures with flying can't attack you or planeswalkers you control. What's the biggest weakness of green? Flyers punching you in the dick. And then at the beginning of your end step, so it's not a do-nothing enchantment right away, you create a 5/5 green worm creature token. I think it's pretty sweet. I think it's fantastic. I have a Rish card deck. You get those Tristani decks that don't have that many angels, and you just get to grow your stuff some more, and you've got that nice wall.
Yeah, I think it's definitely one of those like fun cards you'll see in you'll probably see it in decks like Omnath, even though it's not elemental.
It
just
solves
because
the problem Omnath had too. Yeah, he doesn't play dragons.
No, I mean you put a flyer against Omnath and you beat that deck. Hey, pro tip guys, you want to beat Omnath in your play group? Play a flyer. As far as my first pick though, mine is also a green as well. Mine is a Quarry Hauler.
Ooh, Quarry Hauler.
Yep, 4 mana for 4/3 camel.
Love me some camels.
Does
it band with other camels?
No, but it does band with Atraxa. And yes, I said the A word.
You said the A word. Come on, man.
When Quarry Hauler enters the battlefield, for each kind of counter on target permanent, put another counter of that kind on it or remove one from it. So this works with +1/+1 counters, -1/-1 counters. It also works with your planeswalkers. Now, this doesn't say players, so this will not work with Infect, nor this will not work with energy counters
or
experience counters. Yeah. That's why it's only an honorable mention. If it said a counter of that kind, like as far as player, it didn't say permanent, it'd be very high on this list.
It'd be strong.
Yeah. But it's perfect for those Atraxa players just getting into it. It's a good budget card. It's right in the middle there. It doesn't have any evasion. It doesn't protect itself, but it doesn't need to.
Still a solid body, though.
No, it's really
definitely. Well.
Yep.
Yeah. Moving on to my next honorable mention.
Okay.
I have the Monument Cycle.
The Monument Cycle.
I am digging these uncommons. So there's one for every color, but the best part about them is that they're all 3 mana, but they don't have a color identity themselves.
This is true.
So, like, let's say the white one, for example. Oketra's Monument. Legendary artifact, so you're not going to be copying these, which is kind of a downside. But hey, I'll take it because they're good on their own. White creature spells you control cost... white creature spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Whenever you cast a creature spell, create a 1/1 white warrior creature token with vigilance. In other sets, I'm sure that would have cost you 1 mana to do every time you cast one. I'm sure there would have been some kind of an extra tax on that. But each one of these, like the blue one lets you tap down something and it doesn't untap, lets you sleep something. The black one lets you drain 1 from each opponent. The green one gives a pump and trample.
Well, the blue one actually doesn't tap down something. It actually just keeps something tapped.
Well, it's still really good.
Yeah, it's still really good.
It's still fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the red one lets you rummage.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I think they're really fantastic. If you can get them the colors you're in, great. If you're just a deck that spams a lot of really cheap creatures, I could see you running one that's slightly off color. You know?
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
All right, so then we're going to go back to me here for my other honorable mention. Now, mine's another green one as well, and mine is Harvest Season. Now, this is a sorcery, 2 and a green. Search your library for up to X basic land cards, where X is the number of tapped creatures you control, and put those cards onto the battlefield tapped.
You know what's in Commander?
What's that?
Convoke.
Yeah. Shuffle your library. Then shuffle your library. Now, the reason why this made honorable mention with me and not higher, even though it's a rare, and it does say get a land and into play, and multiple for that matter.
It doesn't say basic?
It does say basic.
Okay.
But, excuse me, that it gets lands in general.
Yeah.
It's not higher because as you go higher in the color pie, like you have, 3, 4, 5 color decks, your number of basic lands are less than 10, less than 7 in some cases. So it's not going to make that big of a splash. I think it'll be great in mono decks. It'll be decent in 2 color decks. But outside of that, I don't see it being as shocking as some people think it will. Great for new players because of that they're not going to have the availability to have the expensive lands like we do. Riku of 2 reflection decks, I think, are going to love this card because you can copy it and just do it all day. I got a buddy, Adam. Hey, Adam. I know he's looking forward to this card.
Oh, yeah. All right.
So
well said, my friend.
Thank you.
I will move on to my final honorable mention, and this is just because I love Smash and Face sometimes, and I also like budget alternatives. And Nylea, she's actually starting to inch up in price because all the gods for the most part have only been printed once. And then here we have another way to give trample to all your dudes for pretty cheap. We have Kenra Charioteer. It is a 3-mana 3/3, 1 red, green. Trample. Other creatures you control have trample.
That's a jackal.
It's a jackal.
Is it jackal?
It's a jackal. Yeah. Family Guy references. It's also a warrior. Relevant subtype.
Yeah.
Maybe not exactly in these colors.
Red, not green.
Red, not green. Exactly. I really like just giving trample to all my stuff. I like the surprise of it. I love it all.
Yeah, I mean, there is the enchantment creature from the Theros block, which get 1 and 2 red that gives all your other creatures trample. There was a cycle of them. The green one had trample. The red one had trample. The green one had hexproof.
Yeah,
the blue one had
8
flying.
mana.
Yeah, but it was still really good.
But giving hexproof to all your stuff should cost that much.
In green,
Yeah.
Blue had flying, black had death touch, and white had first strike.
First strike.
Which I actually run that in my
story.
Kytheon deck.
Yes, well done.
All right.
All right, so now we're gonna go number by number, and
Yep.
and we're gonna go with 10 all the way down to 1. What's the most playable thing?
Yep. So
All right.
for those of you guys who may know me, tell you a little bit about my list. My list, I'm that player that will make gold out of anything. I will find that card that you will normally never play, and then be good with it and make it worth, all the time in the world, and love to get all that value out of it. Value, value, value. And I'm gonna take the lead on this, Kenny, if you don't mind.
Go ahead, brother.
My first card on my overall list. Pull up my list here. Watchers of the Dead.
Tell me about Watchers of the Dead, because they're not on mine.
Okay, well, this is an uncommon 2-mana artifact. It's an artifact cat. It's a 2/2. This is its ability. Exile it. Exile Watchers of the Dead. Each opponent chooses 2 cards in his or her graveyard and exiles the rest.
I do like the each opponent part.
Yeah.
I really like the each opponent part.
Yep. That's why it's on the list, because it's colorless, it's low mana, it's graveyard hate, because everybody loves a good Marin deck right now. It solves a lot of issues with multiplayer Commander.
Does Tolmon's Crypt exile target graveyard?
Yes. For 0, you tap it.
What about Relic of Progenitus? Isn't that each graveyard?
No, that's a target as well. The only one that does all graveyards is like if you flash in Leyline early game.
Yeah, the black. But it's black. That limits the colors. So
exactly.
I guess this is a great way for a blue deck to be able to answer graveyard stuff.
Blue decks have almost no answer for graveyard decks, because guess what? They want you to counter it.
Does this replace Grafdigger's Cage in some decks? Because I think I see the downside here of giving them choice. I'll just be like, oh sweet, I'll just use these. I'll just pick the 2 things I like.
I don't think it replaces it. I think you could run both if you really wanted to, but I definitely think that
it depends on your meta.
Yeah, but I don't think this replaces it, because this doesn't affect your graveyard, so you're still gonna have all your options.
Yeah.
Because they said targeting, so that's not my number 10.
All right. Well, let me see your uncommon and raise you to a rare. Let's talk about Pull from Tomorrow. This is a X blue instant.
Yep.
I'm loving it already. Draw X cards, then discard a card.
Okay.
That's it. End of your turn, I'll draw 8, drop 1. reanimate that on the start of my turn. You know, do whatever I want to do. I love instant X spells that draw you cards. You don't have to be in white like you would with Sphinx's Rev, and Sphinx's Rev does gain you the life. This also drops in the graveyard, which I see as an upside.
I don't see it replacing Blue Sub Zenith, but I definitely seeing it running it right next to it.
No, but you run it right next to it. Same with it doesn't say target player draws X cards, so you can't really use it as a blue fireball.
Yeah,
but it's still fantastic. I think I really enjoy just the simplicity of I'm just gonna get a bunch of cards right now. Yep. All right. Moving right along.
Number 9. Now we're gonna stick on this blue theme here.
We're gonna keep going blue.
Yep. Open onto Wonder.
What?
Yeah, this is an uncommon sorcery for X blue and blue.
I believe in you.
X target creatures can't be blocked this turn. Until end of turn, those creatures gain whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card.
Interesting.
Yep.
Okay.
So you make everything unblockable.
So what's the
you
build?
Draw. You can go a couple different ways. I mean, Azuri Claw of Progress decks love this.
Yeah.
Because that's gonna get through that wide board. Because they're gonna be spamming all those mana rocks, all those elves. Now you can do something other than just, you can pay the mana into it, or you can actually attack with them all.
Yeah.
You can actually do, there not a whole lot of blue-white token decks, but there are a lot of blue decks that run a lot of smaller creatures, like those little humans and wizards.
There are bad token decks out there, yeah.
Yeah, but I think this card is going to be in all the Sultai decks. This is going to get those zombies through.
Yeah, that seems really good.
Yeah, like, what's his, Tassiger there?
Tassigery?
Yeah. Tassigery. He is going to love this card.
Sidisi, she loads up with zombies.
Yep.
She gets you so many zombies up.
Yeah, the reason why it's not higher is because of the sorcery.
Yeah, it is a sorcery, but, like, when are you making your stuff unblockable in your opponent's turn?
You don't need to. You just play it as the surprise factor.
Oh, yeah, just like, okay, declare attackers.
Yep.
Now they're unblockable.
Correct. Okay. Because then it's like, oh, I'm going to use my mana, and then I'm going to lose it.
Yeah.
Because it's going to drain.
All right, so my number 9, Liliana. She's a little lower on my list.
Yep.
She's very mid-rangey.
Yes.
So, Liliana, Death's Majesty. The good, not the intro pack rare Liliana, the real one.
The beautiful foil version.
Oh, it's gorgeous. Yeah. 5 mana, 5 loyalty, starting off on a good step for me.
Mono black.
Mono black, where she should be. These planeswalkers that keep jumping colors. Looking at you, Sarkin. Looking at you, other person who might come up later. +1, make a 2/2 zombie creature token. Put the top 2 cards of your library into your graveyard. All upside.
Yep.
Neat. -3, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. That creature's a black zombie in addition to its other types and colors and all that jazz.
Yeah.
Even more upside. Sweet. And then -7, destroy all non-zombie creatures.
Grixis and Abzan called, and they were like, I got a job for you.
Yo, lady. Yep. Yeah. It's just... Grimgrin zombies just... Oh, it's just...
Thraxamundra zombies.
Yeah. Death and Thraxes.
Yeah.
Oh, man. It's beautiful. I think it's fantastic. I think it's the mid-range walker that we need. I'm so tired of the formula of, okay, let's plus to draw a card, minus to kill a thing, and then ultimate for the sake of ultimating.
Yeah, it actually really ultimate does something.
Yeah, the ultimate is productive. It's not the end game. It's not a either you win right away or a win more. It's a way to get to that finish line.
Yep.
All right, my friend. What is your...
All right, this is my number 8, and this is the surprise card, and I don't mean for the list. I mean this is the card that we all knew it was coming. We all knew it was coming, but we didn't realize it was gonna be the way it is. And my number 8 spot is Nissa.
Nissa.
Yep, Steward of Elements. We knew it was gonna be Nissa. We knew it was gonna be green because that's her. Nobody saw it being blue.
No one saw it coming.
I actually had to take a second look when I saw X.
Yeah.
We've never had an X spell Planeswalker.
Oh, I love
it. So it comes into play with X loyalty counters, and for +2, you scry 2. 0, look at the top card of your library. If it's a land card or a creature card with converted mana cost less than or equal to the number of loyalty counters on Nissa, Steward of the Elements, or of Elements, you may put that card onto the battlefield. Hello.
Just put all the dudes. Hey, sweet. Look, got me some Ulamog. Got me some Omnath.
So we won't even talk about the she who should not be named, Altraxa. But let's just talk about all those Simic decks with all that proliferate already.
Oh my god, there's so many.
So you can literally
so good.
You can literally mana ramp into this almost 4 or 5 by turn 1 or 2, and then you can just sit there and add those counters. You can add that proliferate to it, and you're just gonna be able to drop like a Wormclaw engine on like turn 4.
Now I know it's redundant to say that Planeswalkers love doubling season.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean...
Meanwhile, in Nissa-town...
Yeah, it's just... Schema was 6.
I don't even care about the elementals.
Nobody does. By the way, guys...
No one's ever cared.
But, excuse me, -6, untap up to 2 target lands you control. They become 5/5 elemental creatures with flying and haste. Actually, the haste is kind of good. It's on the turn. They are still lands. Who cares? That 0 is why people want this card.
Brick for 10 in the air is not nothing, but why are you ever minusing from her? Just do that 0 every time. Set up your top deck. Just have a great time.
Yeah, and I've said this for a long time. If you think Scry is a bad mechanic, you are a new player to Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically draw 0.8 cards.
Yeah.
So, moving on to my number 8, Harvest Season.
Oh,
I love this card.
The card I talked about earlier.
This is one of my favorite. This is the best Kodama's Reach. This is one of the best cultivates. It's so good.
Oh, it's very good.
It's fantastic. I play Rishkar. All my dudes are tapped all the time at the end of your turn, or even during mine when I'm just powering out 7 mana things, and you just dump lands on the field. Yeah. It accelerates the game so much without having to afford cards that dump lands on the field. I don't need a Souza Lost but Seeking. I've got this. All you have to do is work the synergy. Yeah, you need creatures on the field. You need creatures to be tapped. Either they're attacking and getting through. That's your best case scenario.
Yeah, because Blind Obedience isn't a thing in Commander.
No. or the 1/white one from Authority of the Consuls. Yeah. That's not a thing at all.
Yeah.
Harvest Season is fantastic to me. I just love that card.
And I said,
I had to read it 4 times when it first came out, and it was like this. They really did all that.
Yeah, it is a great card. And like I said, the only reasons why it's not higher on my list, when I judge a card, I judge on its overall playability as far as, not just helping one specific type of deck.
Oh, so, I think this is going to greatly help several different...
Oh, I think it will, but I don't think it's going to get there. Like I said, I don't think past 2 color, very few decks in 3 color will run this. I don't think...
Yeah, but, because...
4 and 5 will probably never run it.
Like, 3 color decks, not all of them have optimal lands. Like, we have shocks...
Yeah,
we've got the fetches. We got the filters. Yeah. Check out some of our videos to see some of our filters. They'll be posted pretty soon. But what we do, what a lot of people don't have is like they'll just buy one of these 3 color decks at Walmart in one of those acrylic cases, and then they'll be able to just jam this in there and get all their basics.
They can even get waste with this.
Yeah, you can even get why?
You can also get snow.
You can get snow covered lands. Yeah,
that's a thing.
They're not basic lands though. Are they basic lands?
Yep.
Oh damn! Get some snow lands.
Basic snow. That's why you can explainer lands. That's why everybody does everything taps for 2.
Well, there you go. That's mine. That's all I got.
All right. So moving on then. This is number 7.
Yep.
And I was in need for I've been going through a tough time, but my boy Gideon, he gave me an intervention.
Gideon's intervention.
Gideon's intervention. Yep. Now.
So help me God. This is destined to be my promo for the pre-release. This is it.
And I will trade it from you all day. 2 and 2 white enchantment. As it enters the battlefield, choose a card name. Your opponents can't cast spells with the chosen name.
We've seen that before, yeah.
No, we have not. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to you in permanents you control by sources of the chosen name. Now,
that part is neat.
Kenny, I know you're looking at me right now like, what do you mean? We've heard this before with Nevermore. Absolutely. However, this says your opponents can't cast spells with a chosen name. Nevermore says players can't cast that card.
Yes. So in the mirror match, I guess you're doing okay.
Well, think about this. Not even the mirror match. You put this in red-white, right?
Yeah.
You're probably going to name your command. You're going to name their commander so you can punch them in the face. If you put this in blue-white, you can name Force of Will and still have a Force of Will to counter their removal for this.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
This is going to be huge in Esper, even big in Azorius. I think that's going to do great in Abzan because Abzan decks have a weakness of flyers if they're not running big, fat, angels or demons, which not all of them are now. A lot of them are running smaller decks. They're just designed to get in and get out.
I think this is a little too defensive. I think it's a little too niche. I think we've seen these effects come and go. Warship doesn't see a lot of play. Preventing a lot of damage does not is not seen that often.
What about Quimacheza and Brago?
I think I'm gonna beat you on this one when the time comes around. I'm gonna get that belt.
That's fine.
Get that title.
I think every Brago player listening and Quimacheza player listening are gonna choose me on this one.
That's fair. I am a Quimacheza player, and I'm saying you're wrong.
I am working on one.
And here's why. Because my number 7 pick has nothing to do with this card. My number 7 pick is our first legendary. Hapatra Vizier Poisons. Green black.
Yep.
Amazing. So it's a green black 2/2. And what it does is get you a bunch of snakes. So legendary human cleric. When Hapatra Vizier Poisons deals combat damage to a player, you may put a -1/-1 counter on target creature.
Yep.
Whenever you put one or more -1/-1 counters on a creature, any creature, create a 1/1 green snake token with Death Touch.
Okay, so we went over this list on the premise that the cards have overall impact more or less in the deck, not necessarily as a commander. Yeah. What deck do you put this in?
Any deck that loves -1/-1 counters.
Can you name any in Commander right now, other than the hype that's building around them right now?
Yeah.
What deck in Commander currently on April 18th or prior it runs -1 counters?
Gave. Let's see. Jared plays Black Sun Zenith. You Black Sun Zenith. It cares about every counter going on your opponent's stuff.
Yep.
You've wiped the board, and now you have a billion snakes.
Yes, but not a whole lot. So I think this is going to be a whole new element to it, though. I think going to the next video, you're going to see this is going to be the surprise commander, because no one's ever going to play the Naya commander that might be on one of our lists or all. That whole, yeah. But I think this is going to be the one that's going to surprise a lot of players, because there's a lot of support for -1/-1 that people don't always remember, like Proliferate.
Yeah. Yeah, you can up those counters all the time.
Yep.
And if you proliferate on, let's say, 4 dudes, that's 4 more snakes?
Yep.
Oh my god. All the snakes. Snack. Just make a Randy Orton deck. All the snakes ever. Out of nowhere. All right. So yeah, that's my pick. There's my number 7.
All right. So now we're going to my number 6. My number 6 is an enchantment. Another enchantment. It's an uncommon.
Okay.
It's black.
Interesting.
And it goes out to all my Necrosar decks out there, and that is Faith of the Devoted.
Fuck this card.
Yep. 2 and a black. Whenever you cycle or discard a card, you may pay 1. If you do, each opponent loses 2 life, and you gain 2 life.
Oh, and then flips target table.
Yes. This card is awesome. This card is goofy. It is fun, and is going right in my Necrosar deck.
Does this beat Megrim in your deck?
No, God, no. This is not. This never meets Megrim, because I don't have to pay mana for Megrim.
You got to pay mana for this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does it make it in though?
What, this?
Yeah.
This was going in Necrosar, but it's not. I'm not cutting Megrim for it. I will find room for this.
We'll get on to we'll do the what to the cut segment.
Yeah,
later.
I mean Necrosar decks. The other Grixis girl, they play things for free. Any discard effect. I mean even
Jabella.
Yeah.
You're talking about Jabella.
Sidisi decks, graveyard decks.
Sidisi doesn't wheel that much.
No, but you discard.
Yeah, I guess.
Marin decks. There are Marin decks that force trip your own hand. Lazav, Dimir Mastermind decks.
Marin, you're not creative, but goddamn it, are you good?
Yep. I think this is right in the middle of the pack. If it didn't have to pay mana, it'd probably be my number 1.
If you didn't have to pay mana, it'd be disgusting.
Yeah.
Just one
it'd also
wheel,
be a mythic.
Deal 14 to the table.
Yeah. Perfios? I mean, what?
Gain some life, what? Huh?
Yeah. No, I think this is going to be a very, very impactful card in Commander. I think this is going to be that surprise foil. I think this is going to be $1 uncommon, but I think the foil is going to be like $6 to $8.
Yeah. And it's just going to go up from there, because why would they ever reprint this?
No, they will. I'll call this now, and I'll be bold. This will be in a Commander starter deck eventually.
It's possible.
It cycles.
Well,
it works with cycle mechanic, discard effects.
Time loop to guess that. Yeah. You know what?
I'll go in the next. I'll even go that. Not the ones that just got announced, but I'll go in the next 1 or 2. They probably will be in there.
So by fall 2018,
give or take,
we'll probably see that there.
Yep.
Okay. We're on number 6 now.
Yes.
I have a card everyone's shouting about for Modern.
Yep.
But I'm shouting about for Commander.
Oh, I bet you it's 3 mana.
I bet you it's 2 mana.
Oh.
I bet you it's Harsh Mentor.
Oh.
Card's disgustingly good. So here, for those of you not in the know, who don't know about the mean teacher who gives you detention for no reason, 2 mana 2/2 human cleric, Harsh Mentor. Whenever an opponent, not you, an opponent, this is one-sided, activates an activated ability of an artifact, a creature, land, on the battlefield. If it isn't a mana ability, Harsh Mentor deals 2 damage to that player.
Hey, fetch lands.
Brea, fetch lands, Gave. There's so many. Oh my god. Every sack outlet ever.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Your Kiki Jiki loop, you're going to die now. Yeah, you love that because you hate combos. This is a ruiner of combos. He's so good. I'm sure he might be higher up on your list. I don't know. But he is just screams hate bear because he's a bear that hates on all those combos.
I'll give a spoiler. He's not on my list.
He's not even on your list?
He's not even on my list.
How?
Because...
Okay, you going to hate on this guy? Go ahead.
No, I'm not going to hate on him at
wait.
all. No. I'm not going to hate on him. I just don't think he's got enough versatility other than you're going to pack it because you're playing a deck that wants a ton of answers. Like Queen Macheza will play this card.
Oh, yeah.
No doubt about it. Alesha, who smiles at death, she will play this card.
It's potential.
Yeah. But,
I'd hate to see him swinging in and then just run into a wall, though.
Yeah, but you can maze it. But my point is that those death and tax decks that were always black-white, which are becoming Mardu, they're going to run this deck.
Oh, yeah.
But other than that,
Absolutely.
It's kind of like Stranglehold. It's a very powerful ability, but it's going to be situational.
Yeah.
It has to be there at the right time to do it.
But Stranglehold was just about the extra turns in search and libraries. This is any activated ability.
Yes.
Of artifact, creature, or land. Because now that many enchantments have activated abilities.
Correct.
And if they do, they're usually a creature, aka gods.
Yeah.
It's just...
I think it's
I
a
looked
very
at
good
it and I'm just like, look at the second most played commander right now. Brea.
Yeah.
You're not really... odds are you'll run into one.
Yeah, that turn 1 infinite combo with Brea that we won't talk about.
No, it's fine. Everything's fine. Nothing's fucked here.
Yeah.
All right, so there's my number 6.
All right.
What you got, brother?
So we're going down to number 5, I believe.
Number 5. We're halfway through. It's only been 18 years since we started this list.
No. It's only been 26 minutes.
Sweet.
Yep. All right. So let's see. My number 5 is another uncommon.
Sweet.
I have a soft spot for uncommons because they're amazing. This is a creature. Okay. This is a creature that is turning a lot of heads already. I have a good friend Sheldon who is very much looking forward for this card.
Good friend Sheldon.
Yep, he's looking forward for this card in his Titania deck because it is a green uncommon. Mine is Manglehorn.
Manglehorn.
2 and a green for a 2/2. It's a beast, literally and figuratively.
Such a beast.
When it enters the battlefield, destroy target artifact. Artifacts your opponents control enter the battlefield tapped. Hey, Signets, Chromatic Lantern, Sensei's Divining Top,
Sensei's Top,
Soul Ring, Mana Crypt, Mana Vault, Chrome Mox
Almost
Opal.
said Chromat.
The list goes on.
Oh yeah, there's so many that this really hoses. I enjoyed looking at it. It's not even on my list.
Green's biggest problem besides flying is artifacts.
Yeah, well, green has all the answers to artifacts. That's saying, black has a problem with enchantments because it has no answers to enchantments.
Yes.
But green, at least they can kill them.
Yeah, but the only green removal we have, that we use is Corrosion Grip, Beast Within, and that elf thing.
There's probably a few others.
Yeah, small things, but this is gonna be this is gonna be a staple very quickly.
It is very good. Yep. It is a fine card. My number 5. Nessa Stewart of Elements. Oh my god, she's so good. She's an X Planeswalker. X gonna give it to you. She's so good. She sorts out your top deck for 2 turns. No, hear me out now.
Did you just quote DMX?
I did. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. You said Scry 2 is to set up the next one you get.
Yep.
It's so perfect. And if you don't like those, if it's just lands and you need that Thragtusk, bam, ship them to the box.
Thragtusk? You mean that Crater Hoof Behemoth?
That hoof though.
Oh,
yeah, God. But you might not have that many counters yet.
The hoof is on fire.
You work it up. Oh my god, somehow, even with 0 counters, she's a better 2-mana Planeswalker than Tybalt. He's so good!
Yeah, even that's sad that when you can have her come into play.
She comes in and dies. Still better Planeswalker than Tybalt.
Oh god.
Sorry, bud.
Even 3 mana.
So yeah, I love Nissa. I think it's fantastic. I don't know the lore reason, and I'm excited to learn why she's blue-green now. Maybe she's gonna leave the guild pact or whatever. The gate crash.
Yeah, the Justice League.
Jasus League.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah. So she might leave the Planeswalker Avengers and chill on Amonkehet for a while, or Nicobolas is gonna ruin someone's day and kill Gideon. because that has to happen.
Yep.
Or Jace, but Jace hasn't been involved in this set enough for this to be the set he dies in.
Nope.
So anyway, moving on. Nissa is disturbingly good.
Yeah, we talked about her before when I picked it.
Like,
she's great. She'll be
so many green-blue decks that on turn 3 have like 14 mana.
not even that. I think she's gonna be the biggest splash in Tumar and
Teamer decks.
Because you can
she
literally
screams just good stuff.
Well, I don't know if you guys realize that if you pay 6 mana for her, make an X4, and you have Doubling Season in play, you could then use her ability to pop in your not even hoof, but you can pop in the combo there, come into play on tap 7 lands.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Palinchron, yeah.
Yeah, Palinchron. You can literally just do that. I mean, you can do that theoretically on turn 4 now with a Planeswalker. Yeah.
So good. And she's criminally inexpensive right now. She's only like $14.
Yeah, you should probably buy
all the Nissas.
Yep.
There you go. All right, so there's my number 5. What is your number 4? We're cracking the top barrier here.
Okay.
Here we go.
I'm going to read the flavor text because it's that of Nissa. The power that flows here cannot be denied, but where is the source?
Tell me this card.
My card is the land that everyone's talking about, Cascaded Karadzic.
I'm not talking about it.
Land.
It is indestructible, though.
It's indestructible. You tap to add 1 colorless to your mana pool, and then 5 and tap, add 5 mana of any combination of colors to your mana pool.
Like, if you need the colors that bad at that point, haven't you already lost as far as mana goes?
No, because we've had the last year, 4 color decks have taken over like crazy.
Yeah,
and the mana,
like now
and not even the part. Yeah, the
partners are busted.
Yeah, they're really good. Which I called a year and a half ago when they spoiled that. I told you the partners were going to be amazing, and everybody's like, "Oh, I don't know." Like, yeah,
spoiled 6 months ago.
Whatever it was, I've lost track of time.
Anywho, what year is it? Keep going.
But any combination of colored mana pool, you're not restricted. It's indestructible. It's not legendary.
Yeah. I mean,
the mana bases are so hard for 5 color right now. This incredibly hard for 4 color. They're even hard. The 4 color mana base is actually harder than 5 color. I think. Where 4 colors are so popular right now, this is perfect.
Do you want to hear something silly?
What?
Mana Reflection.
Yep.
There's a reason that card's $30.
Yep.
Mana Reflection, double the mana. They don't use the word double a lot, but even Dictative Karametra is fantastic with this card.
Yes.
So you can use your Vesuva, copy it, have all the indestructible lands. The indestructible part is really good.
Yes.
It seems really good.
Yeah, I think it's going to be very good. I don't think it's going to shatter the format, but I think it's going to be a very useful tool to a lot of old and new players.
Yeah, it'll just fit right in there. And this is not going to see any standard player, or I don't think much modern play at all. But I think it'll be very solid. I think it'll be very cheap too.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be much at all.
I think it'll be like that $5 mark, and the foil will be $20 because of the beautiful artwork.
Now, I think I'm probably underdoing this card for Commander.
This is your number 4?
But this is my number 4, my friend.
Yep.
Anointed Procession. 3 white enchantment. 3 and a white. If an effect would create 1 or more tokens under your control, it creates twice that many tokens.
Parallel Lives?
Instead. Yeah, exactly the same goddamn card, except now you can play that in your mono white deck. No, Traxxas can play all the double seasons.
It can play.
Can play even more now.
Yep.
But you can play that in your blue-white Flyers deck. You can play that in your bird tribal. You can play this in a black-white zombies deck, which is also don't get me started on black-white zombies. 5-color zombies is going to happen. It's fantastic.
I heard Alesha likes this.
Really good.
How many Alesha decks go wide with a massive amount of tokens?
Oh, with Ponyback Grenade?
Yep. All those tokens that come into play when those creatures come in, a lot of Alesha decks are going to run this card.
So good. Oh my god, I love it. I really love Anointed Procession. I always love a good doubling season effect. I'm tempted to put this into Gave, but I don't know if I can find the room.
You find the room.
I find the room.
Yep.
I'll find the room.
All right. So, number 3 on my list.
Number 3.
Yep. Another enchantment. Love me and my enchantments.
You got to do 4, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
What was your 4?
That was the Cascade.
Oh, sweet.
Land.
Sorry, I've thought about that card so little.
Well,
Tell me about your number 3, my friend.
You definitely overlooked it then.
Tell me.
Number 3, Bounty of the Lux? Lux level,
like Showcase Cinema.
Yep. People aren't going to know what that is. Yes. 4-mana enchantment, 2 green and blue enchantment. At the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, remove all flood counters from bounty. If no flood counters were removed this way, put a flood counter on it and draw a card. Otherwise, add colorless green and blue to your mana pool. Hello, Nissa. Hello, Ramp. There's so many ways you can use this card. You're not impressed with this card?
I'm not impressed at all.
You're drawing a card or you're ramping for 3 every turn.
Once per turn.
Who cares? That's all you need is once.
This is the worst dictate of crew fix I've ever seen.
I think you're gonna be severely surprised with this card.
I hope to be. Maybe I'm wrong. I would love to be wrong. But I don't like if it was a separate paragraph whenever a flood counter is placed on it, draw a card. I'd be all about this card. But it just looks like it's the enchantment of the set with a bunch of words on it.
I think it's going to be that card that when you get done with it, you're going to laugh with your buddies and go, "This card gets work done." It's going to be like one of those.
That escalated quickly.
Yeah.
So you play this. It's got no flood counters on it, and the next turn you're getting 3 more mana, so you'll have 8 mana. That's pretty cool. And then the next turn you'll only have 6 mana. Because well, let's say we're on curve here.
Yep.
You'll have 6 mana, and then you're able to draw an extra card. You're already in blue.
Yep.
I mean, I don't know, but if I'm wrong here, I'm wrong. But I don't see it.
I think this is going to be another one of those cards that's going to be very good in Tumar, very good in Sultai. I think blue-green decks will.
Bant.
Yeah, Bant will like it. I don't think it's going to do a lot in blue-green itself. It might.
No.
But
Blue-green's already too fast.
Yeah, I think 3-color decks are going to love this card.
I would like to talk about fixing. Are you all set with this card?
Oh, yeah. What's going on?
I'm sorry if I'm moving on, but
No.
I'd like to talk about fixing, and I'd like to talk about card draw in green.
Yeah.
Just green. I'm going with a mythic here.
Okay.
I'm going with the Vizier of the Menagerie. It's a 3/4 for 3 and a green. It's a Naga Cleric.
Yep.
You may look at the top card of your library. You don't reveal the top card of your library.
I almost put this on my list, and I specifically didn't because I knew you would.
It's so good.
It's very good.
I'm not done reading. You may cast the top card of your library if it's a creature card. They don't get to know. What if you have flash? Anyway, and then you may spend mana as though it were mana of any type to cast creature spells. Any type. You know what that means? Not any color. Any type.
Yep.
That includes waste.
Yep.
You mean colorless? Snow. That includes snow. Although that's never going to matter. But,
I don't know
my God, I love this card.
Yeah, it's very good. It's
so neat.
I specifically did not put this on my list because I knew you were going to.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Friendship
I was surprised that you caught me off guard with your red creature that does damage earlier, but this thing, I was like, that's Kenny.
This is a Ken card. This is a Ken card right here.
This is going to be everybody's card.
It's a cheaper future sight that can kill people because it can turn sideways. Let's not forget that part. And then it's better than Oracle in parts that you don't have to show everyone what's going to happen next.
Yeah, you don't have to.
Oh, it's so good. They're like, oh look, they have the overrun coming. They're probably going to try to kill us. Let's kill this guy.
Yep.
Nope, it's a secret.
All right, can we go to mine?
Let's go.
All right, number 2. Artifact.
It's an artifact.
It is.
Tell me the story.
Throne of the God Pharaoh.
Oh, Saskia's new seat.
Yep. Now, for those of you who haven't seen this card yet, this is going to be a win con in so many decks.
Oh, man.
2 mana, as Kenny said. Legendary artifact. At the beginning of your end step, each opponent loses life to the number of tapped creatures you control.
It's almost like this would go great with Harvest Season. It's almost like... Although at that point, you'd probably just keep winning the game.
Yeah.
Anyway, please continue.
Hey, I have a token deck. I have all the zombie tokens. Now, the problem with the zombie tokens is they all come into play tapped.
Shit, they come in tapped.
Oh, wow.
If only there was an upside for this.
That Army of the Damned that comes in that gives you 13 zombie tokens that come into play tapped. Whatever will you do with those?
Hit flashback.
Oh, hey, look at that. Each opponent just took 13.
Oh, God, to the dome.
Yeah.
It's
it loses life.
Yeah.
So all those effects, they prevent damage, like Planeswalkers, and a lot of cards in Commander Art don't matter with this.
Gideons.
Yep, like Gideons.
Yep.
It's green-white loves it. Zombie tokens love it. Even those decks, like if you have there's a green and white enchantment, which is blank in my mind right now. This is tap a creature you control to tap.
Glare of Subdual.
Glare of Subduals. You love this card. Yeah. That with this.
Oh,
it's game over.
So good.
Yeah, it's gonna break a lot of decks, I think, because
it's fun.
Even if those combo decks that we talked about earlier, let's say for some reason you go Infinite with Kiki Jiki, Restoration Angel, Zealous Contra,
all the keeks,
whatever. You swing in because you're a nerd and you're swinging hard, and I go Fog.
Yeah.
And then you go main phase 2, Throne of the God.
2 mana!
And you just
win target game.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people are overlooking that you can just go, holy crap, I swung in with 40 creatures and they fogged. Well, you wait to play this main phase 2. You should never play this card main phase 1.
This is not a turn 2 card.
No.
Don't be deceived by that mana cost.
No, that just means
this is a finisher.
Yeah. You what you do is this is your follow-up to Creator Hoof Behemoth if you can't get the job done.
If you fucked up if you can't get the job done with Critter of Behemoth. Alright, I'm moving on to my number 2.
Your number 2? Alright.
My number 2. The Cycle Lands. The Cycle of Cycle Lands.
You put lands on this list?
I put lands on this list. You put a land on this list. You put a do-nothing land that just taps for colorless forever.
It doesn't tap for color. It taps for 5 mana.
You're in your 3-color deck and you got a land that taps for nothing.
Yeah.
Just sits there being indestructible. Anyway, Cycle Lands. What's the biggest downside of having a bunch of lands in your deck?
They come into play tapped.
Well, yeah, neat. They're also fetchable. What's the biggest downside of having a bunch of lands in your deck?
You don't have them when you need them.
You don't have them when you need them, or you have too many when you need them, and you need to pitch them.
Yeah.
You need to draw some cards.
I've been going back and forth with a lot of players about this. They're very good. They are.
That's why you fetch at end of turn. You don't care about the tap.
Oh, yeah. Me personally, if you play against me, my top 3 lands in Commander, number 1 are filters. Number 2 are fetches. And number 3 I put between duels and shocks. Those are my top 3.
I'm going to put duels at 1. But anyway, alright. You go ahead, please.
I don't think this is going to break that top list. I definitely think this is going to be great for a lot of those newer players.
Fantastic for our format, fantastic for budget, fantastic for control decks who just want to draw cards when they want to draw cards.
Yeah, I think
this gives a red-green deck ability to stop being flooded.
Like I said, I love the Scry lands in Commander. I really do. But as the number of color decks you have, 4 and 5 color decks probably should never have Scrylands because you're probably very slow at that point. But I could justify these in the 4 or 5 color deck because of that availability that you said that you can pitch it.
You just toss it.
It's colorless pitch at that, and you could do it at any time. It's an ability you can use it any time.
And if you have a pile of fluctuators sitting around your house, it's free.
Yes, unless somebody bought them all out of online.
Unless some jackass in Massachusetts bought 7. Okay, moving on.
Okay, so now, guys,
number 1. This is real talk.
We're going on our number 1 spot.
There's a card you haven't talked about. There's a card I haven't talked about.
Oh, hold on.
I'm wondering if we have the same one.
We do not.
No.
I will put money on that. So, guys, the reason why I'm bringing this up real quick, me and Kenny made this list.
Yep.
All right. We don't know what's on each other's list.
Don't.
This whole time we've been talking to you, we're literally just spitballing this. We just have that much charisma. We don't know what to do with it all, but we're gonna try to do something with it.
Why like a dog chasing cars?
And don't go there. I will beat you in Joker impersonations.
Go ahead.
Kenny is gonna laugh hysterically when I say this because he's gonna be like, "What?" I couldn't choose one, so I went with all 5 Monument Cycle Legendary.
That's your number 1.
Yep.
That's your number 1.
Those are my number 1.
That's your number 1.
I've been saying it for weeks. I think they're gonna be so good.
That's your number 1.
Yep.
What the fuck?
Think about this for a second.
I've never had a more appropriate note to say. Neat. Can I go?
No. Think about it though. Like you said earlier, though, even though they're on your honorable mention,
so many decks. They really do.
But the fact that they're not color identified.
Yeah.
Who cares the legendary? Who cares? The red one is the best one. It is.
Rummage.
Yeah. Whenever you cast, not play, not ETB, when you cast a creature spell,
doesn't have to be successful.
You may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. Oh, wait a minute. You're going to discard a card with that black enchantment from earlier? Oh, okay. I'm also going to pay 1, and I'm going to drain and gain a little bit. Oh, I'm Marin. That red and black one will be in my Alesha deck. It's going to be a Marin deck. It's going to be a Tassiger decks. The white one, you're going to get whenever you cast a creature spell, Kimba decks, Kithion decks, green-white token decks. You're going to put all this mana into it.
The green one goes into Infect decks really hard.
Exactly. Yeah, whenever you got +2/+2.
Skitherix.
The blue one is the weakest one. It is. The blue one is the weakest one because you don't get... If you got to tap something, it would be a lot better.
It would be disgustingly good.
Yeah. Even the black one. The black one is going to be in all the Mardu decks. It's going to be in all the black-white decks because now you have Teysa.
Teysa loves that.
Yeah. Yep. Teysa can now combo off. Even though I hate infinite combos, if you're gonna do black white life gain, life drain, yeah, you can literally just now have an enchantment that goes. You don't They always play around the counter spells in those decks. They don't have to anymore. If this is on the table, they go around that counter spell, cast a creature, pay the mana, done.
Great. Game's over.
Game's over.
Game's over.
They're going to be in so many different decks across the board. They're adequately cost at 3 mana. I honestly think these things are going to hit very hard. Specifically, the black, white, and red one.
The black, white, and the red one. I'd have to agree with that.
Yep.
I'd have to agree with that. I think you're selling the green one short. I think that one's very good. It's not as good as the.
I think the green one's very good too. I just think that in a commander base, if you're gonna go big with the green one out of this cycle, I mean, who do you go big on? Your commander.
Yeah.
But aside from that, if you're gonna run a Voltron deck, the green one's worth running.
Zergo.
Yeah, Zergo, Azuri,
Thraxamundar.
Yeah, any of these big heavy hitting commanders. I mean, even Glissa. What is it? Double damage angel, red white angel. You know, she's gonna hit for 7, and then she's gonna hit for 14.
Yeah.
I mean, even that you just gotta cast a creature. You can cast a 1-drop.
Yeah.
So.
I see your many uncommons.
Yes.
And chuckle.
Yes. I swear to God, if you put Gideon.
I'm not gonna put Gideon. I'm going to put something that I'm surprised neither of us have named so far. I know I'm not naming it because it's my number 1 pick.
Yeah, I have a feeling I know what it is for real.
You know exactly what it is. It's As Foretold.
Yeah, I knew it was.
As Foretold. It's so good. Oh my God.
The card I didn't want to talk about tonight.
Why don't you? It's so good. Don't say the A word. No, ignore the A word for now.
No. Because
just on its own.
You are the A word.
On its own merits. No, I'm an asshole. That's different. So, As Foretold is a 3-mana enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, put a time counter on As Foretold. Seems neat so far. Once each turn, you may pay 0 rather than pay the mana cost for a spell you cast with converted mana cost X or less. That or less is super important. Where X is the number of time counters on As Foretold.
Yes.
This is free counter spells and free kill spells on your opponent's turns.
Yep.
This is free suspend cards.
Yep.
That you can just
cast
right away.
Recall is already skyrocketed in price.
Yeah. Hypergenesis. Slam this, hit Hypergenesis. No one sees that coming. No one's ready for it. One of the downsides of Hypergenesis, the reason it doesn't see as much play, is that they see it coming for 3 turns. They're just like, oh, I'm just going to draw a bunch of cards. That's my plan. I'll just going to do whatever I can to change my game plan. Draw all the cards. You've got free so many things. It's the Commander Aether Vial. Yeah. It is literally giving the finger to the mana system itself, and I love it.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't want to bring it up in my list because I saw how much power it has. Every set, there's a card in Commander that everybody jumps on the B wagon.
Paradox Engine.
Yeah, like Paradox Engine. Everybody talks about Grizzlebrand, Paradox Engine, Soul Ring, all the cards.
We talked about Grizzlebrand for 4 days.
Yeah.
Then we got an answer.
Yeah, we could talk about it for all the time. As Foretold is extremely powerful.
It's so good. How is it not even on your list?
Because you can literally turn 1 it.
Yeah.
You can turn 2 it in most decks. And then it's just gonna go off from it. It just becomes a problem after that.
Yes.
Yeah.
It does. You just kill it. But at the same time,
you do just kill it. But if
you're facing free counter spells,
yeah,
you're going off against a hard cast Force of Will that you paid 0 for somehow. Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, I mean, what's even funnier is like you're gonna start seeing all those cards that you don't normally see as counter spells now be easier run because of a card like this. You know what I mean? I definitely think it's a very powerful run. Don't get me wrong. For those of you listening, go, wow, Andrew screwed up on his list. No, As Foretold is solely not on my list because you know what it does. It's not versatile.
It's not a surprise.
Yeah, it's not a surprise. It's not versatile.
But blue decks the world over. God, blue is just such an underplayed color in Commander. Anyway.
What? It's not underplayed at all.
I'm high as shit right now. Anyway.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not. As Foretold is clearly the best Commander card in Amonkehet. And I think it's what's going to put me over in the title.
Yeah, you're probably right on that one there. That is if they don't drop a hammer on it.
Hey, if their hammer has any attention right now, it's Leovold and Paradox Engine.
Imagine this in Leo.
Yes. I'm imagining it so hard right now. You have no idea.
I believe it.
That was fantastic. This was probably the first time we've done this, and this will be one of many times we do this.
Yeah.
At least I hope so.
Yeah.
if you have any other top 10 cards you want to put in Amonkehet, if you can think of a card that we didn't think of, that we didn't even mention, go ahead. Tell us why Glorious End is playable. I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker. Thank you so much for watching and listening. This has been Ken.
And I'm Andrew again.
And seriously, what the hell is wrong with those invocations? My God, those borders look terrible. Could you imagine if you open up Divert as your fucking invocation? That's the worst ever. Oh my God, this is the longest outro. Thank you for watching. Good night.
Yeah, thanks guys. Have a good night, and we'll see you next time.
Top deck well.